Welcome to Hello Horror.
Don't bleed black blood!
How do we not die? I'm looking at you, witch nerd!
You can't stop it.
It's been over a year since we've graced the black carpet, and we are here tonight celebrating the premiere of Netflix's film trilogy, Fear Street, based on R.L. Stine's best-selling horror series, Fear Street. I used to read these books out the wazoo growing up, so I am so excited. I hope you guys are equally as pumped, and without further ado, let's go take a stab at chatting with some of our guests. Hello. Hi, Sadie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Isn't this a trip to be on the black carpet?
It's been a minute.
How different is your character to you in real life?
I mean, she's a little aggressive. So I guess that's yeah, definitely a bit bolder than I am. A little rough around the edges, but I think she's kind of wise beyond her years and a little bit mature, and just kind of wants to be understood. So that's kind of what drew me to her.
Are you the final girl?
I mean, okay, this is a term that I've just now become familiar with. I did a full day of press yesterday, and they kept on saying "final girl," and I guess it's the girl that makes it to the end. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, I guess I guess I can't say then, because it'd be a spoiler.
Are you a fan of the horror genre?
I typically don't gravitate towards a lot of the traditional classic horror movies, but I love the psychological ones, Get Out, Us, Black Swan, those types are really great. Hi, Bloody Disgusting.
Hello, Benji. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Great. You look fantastic tonight.
Thank you.
So, I have yet to see the film. I know. I'm really excited to see it tonight, but give me a little nutshell, obviously, of your character.
My character, Josh, in the movie is basically the guy who senses the weirdness that's going on in Shady Side. He basically has been watching all the activity that's been happening over time, and he's been collecting records of it. So he's got a whole board of conspiracies that he has, and that's been in the news, and all these weird events that happen in Shady Side. And basically, now that new things are happening, he feels the need to speak up and talk about these problems that are going on. And with his conspiracies, they basically help along the journey at defeating the curse.
How different do you feel you are as a person to the role you had to portray?
I feel like I'm different in a lot of ways and similar in a lot of ways. I feel like I'm more confident and outgoing, and I'm assured of myself. But Josh, on the other hand, I feel like is a little unsure, a little less confident, and he really is just trying to figure out his place right now. All of us are trying to figure out our place, really.
So my character is introduced in 1978, and she's Alice. She's this queer-coded, chaotic agent of terror. I don't know, she's just this kind of mess of a teenager, and she's fearless, and she has this deep sense of fun that just exudes from her. And she was a real blast to play. She comes from a really dark past, and so working to understand that and how that fueled her need to have fun was really cool. It was really exciting. I'm a huge horror fan, so I was already super familiar with the genre. Lee recommended Goonies and Friday the 13th, which I had already seen a billion times. I listened to a lot of The Runaways, the New York Dolls, the Modern Lovers, a bunch of proto-punk, 70s punk music. And I watched also a bunch of performances of Joan Jett and Debbie Harry, because I figured Alice, my character, would look up to them and want to be like them. So I worked to have some of their physicality too, which was super fun. Maybe the scariest movie I've seen is the Korean horror film A Tale of Two Sisters. Do you know it? You just made a face. It's so good. Korean movies are my favorite. It's incredible. The Vengeance trilogy is so good. But so, okay, that, I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre, huge Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan. And Jennifer's Body is really great. It's a personal favorite. You love it too? Oh my God, love it. The Hunger is really good. I'm obsessed.
As a kid, I read a lot of Fear Street. Yeah. I think my character in the films is like way braver and cooler than I am. So I don't know. No, I mean, I haven't done that much action before, so it's like a big undertaking, but I loved it.
I was a huge fan of the books growing up, so I had read R.L. Stine and I'd read Fear Street specifically. I was a little older than Goosebumps, so Fear Street was my jam when I was a teenager. So when my producers approached me to kind of figure out how to make them into movies, I was like, fuck yes. And then everything happened from there. The movies are a little bit next level as far as violence and darkness and bloody and everything like that. So yeah. The first movie takes place in the 90s, so I looked at like Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, The Faculty. For the 70s, we spent more time with kind of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, of course. And then for the 1600s, we went and we did kind of The Village, The Witch, of course, but also The New World. It was an amazing opportunity. I'm very excited about the movies, and I'm excited for people to see them.
We're together for one night, and dead people are trying to kill us. Maybe we are doomed.